Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Billy's Travels. I think it's the 15th of October, halfway through. As you know, we are now back on the Isle of Man, and just to keep things going, I'm going to do a few bits of update on what's going on around the house. We're here to try and finish off the works that we need to do for building control and HMO. It's been passed on to building control now, and they've asked for a few more extra things to be done. We've started. The few things that needed to be done was extra insulation in the loft, some extra fans putting in, which we've already drilled the holes in the previous weeks. And I'll turn you around and show you what else has been going on, if we can do the old turn you round trick. That's one of them. Two. There we go. Right, this is in the kitchen downstairs. He's asked for a cooker hood, which we bought from B&Q, and some ducting, and it needed to be ducted to the outside wall, and it needed to be at least 60 litres per second. This one is 70, these cooker hoods, but it has to be ducted out, so you get a ducting kit with it, which goes in behind the upright there. And I've drilled a hole in the wall up there through into the bike store. There's the trunking, and it's going to be boxed in MDF, which I'm picking up tomorrow. I've just had to drop the cupboard down just so we could get access through the wall and the hole. Of course, I hit it upright straight away as I went through the wall, so it's been a bit of a day today. We've got through there, and here in the Grom store, it comes to the outside wall. We've drilled a hole through the outside wall there, ready to take the pipe work again. The ducting's there, ready to go. And this a similar sort of thing here. There's a hole through the wall in that corner, and a repeat of what we've done in the kitchen. Tomorrow, I'm going to go and get a few bits and pieces. We've had to get reducers and all sorts, but we're getting there with it. So that's that one. We've also bought a fan for upstairs, which just goes straight through and out the wall in the top kitchen, but I'll show you that when we go on. And the other thing, of course, that we're having done is we're having the outside rendered. I noticed that it's been 5 years ago since we started the building work out the back here. We built a double extension, as most of you will know. There's the trailer parked up in the corner. I've had to put it out the way. I brought the trailer back with the car when we came, with the Grom in it, bits and pieces. So when we do, if we do eventually move, we can start taking stuff across. But that's still all up in the air, and we will let you know. Right, just a quick spin round if we go slowly. This is, of course, the rear of our property around here, and we've got Darren in to do the rendering, and it's the he's doing it with the spray coat, guaranteed for, I think he said 15 years. He's got most of the beads on today. He's been at it 2 or 3 days. The brickwork is atrocious. It's all over the place. He said he's done the best he can with it, eyed it all in, but he's done a cracking job, he really has. I filled a few holes in blockwork and what have you, and I say he's been most of today putting all the beading round all the windows, because there's some 4 windows and 3 doorways to bead round, which all takes time. And then, of course, up the corner, we're not doing the main wall to next door. That is up to the neighbour to do. I've done my bit on that, so we're just returning round this corner, because of course next door he doesn't know what he's doing plan wise. Darren came on Monday and put the scaffolding up here, ready to start and everything. He's put a little bell round the bottom, and I noticed he's also at long last gone over the joint on the roof, which is very important. I don't know if you can quite see it just up there over the LED flashing. It's put housing on there, so that is sealed, which it's been like that for maybe 2.5 years now, and I was concerned about it because, of course, we had 2 new roofs put on by Manning Roofing. Mike did a cracking job as well. So that's the state of it, state of play at the moment. We'll keep you informed of how it's going. As you see, just up by the double doors over there, that's where my vent comes out from the bit I've just showed you in the kitchen. Comes out. Of course, it's got a render around that, and I'll trim it off, and then of course I'll have a grill to go on the outside of it. That there is the boiler that will have a grill on it when the rendering's been done. And also the top of the building up there, you'll see, I don't know whether you'll catch it there, there's another one comes out up there. That's for the new fan that's going in, and there's one out at the utility as well. So I just thought I'd keep you informed about how it's going, because we're obviously not doing much motorhoming at all with being here. We can't progress any further until we get building control on our side and everything passed off, and then we can start moving forward. So there's another delay of possibly a couple of weeks. We were hoping for mid-November, but we'll have to see how we go. We're hoping completion of these works by the end of October. I'm all set up. I should be finished in the downstairs kitchen area on Friday. We're going up in the loft to finish up with the 300mm of insulation that we're putting in there, and thanks to Joe, our Joe Broomfield, for a cracking job last weekend. Not a nice job in the loft, putting 300mm of insulation and getting it stuffed right in the eaves. He did a cracking job last weekend, and we've got the same again to do this Saturday, and that should be completed up there then. And then we've just got to check all the fans in the ensuite bedrooms to make sure they comply with building control, and Mr. Paddy Hutton wants to come and have a quick check and make sure that they're all as they should be, which won't be until later on next week. But things are progressing, we are getting on with things, and we'll just keep you informed on how things are going for now. Bye for now. Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel, Billy's Travels, of course. We are now on Saturday, probably about the 17th, 18th is it? Darren's been today, and Colin this morning. We're on, as I said, we're on Saturday. They popped in this morning to do some more work, and as you will see, they've got the main coats on. That's 2 coats it's had, a mesh coat and a render coat. I'll take you upstairs and show you. There is a primer to go on now. He's done an excellent job, he really has. He's done all the reveals. He's still got that end wall to do, the boiler wall to do, and I'm going up on the roof, just bear with me, bear with me. This is the tank, the boiler tank, oil tank. Right. This of course is the upstairs kitchen area for the residents, and as you can see, for the first time in 3 years it's covered in at last. Of course, down below the skylights here is our living room, and this top bit of the extension is the residents' kitchen. And the roof obviously has been lead flashed in, and now we've got a bell on top of that covering what should be done. So that's the state we are. As I say, the weather's turning next week, so we're not sure how much is going to get done next week, but he's hoping to get it finished by the following weekend. But we've got some high winds coming in and rain again as usual on the Isle of Man. So that's it for now. Good afternoon and welcome to Billy's Travels, to the final part of our extension exclusive. As you notice, the trailer's moved, and that only means one thing. Today is Saturday the 25th of October, and of course I've had the trailer at the end there, excuse the bins. I've had the trailer parked up at the end there because of course we did have scaffolding. Now the trailer's back where it should be, and the scaffolding's gone, and my good friend Darren Sluice and Chocolate Colin have finished, and what a beautiful job they've done. Absolutely excellent. Probably 7 days in total altogether, including putting the scaffolding up and taking it down. And it's the spray coating they put on, the rendering, and as you've seen from the other videos, what a contrast it really is. It's a lovely job. It was a bit difficult with all the block work being all over the place. As you see, I've got the cameras back on now. I've got the vent that goes through into the kitchen. I've got the back gate back on, and it looks absolutely awesome. I'm really pleased with it. Of course, we didn't do next doors because he's got ongoing works on that part of the building, so we just returned it onto the corner, as you see around there. But yeah, really pleased with the job he's done. He absolutely marvellous. I didn't expect it to really look like that. I'll just take you up onto the flat roof. If you just bear with us. This is the oil tank here, of course. He's finished it lovely around here as well. Got rid of all that there. I've still got the timber to paint at the top, and the oil tank top to paint in black at some point. And there we go. This is onto the side of the kitchen here. So I've got the vents put in, one there and one the other side of those pipes. Finished it off lovely at the bottom over the lead flashing to the roof, of course. Cracking job. Sealed up round all the windows, cleaned all the windows off, did Colin. Cracking job. Well done, Darren and Colin. So that's virtually the outside of our building finished now. We had building control down the other day and everything's passed apart from some painting. He wants the boxing, fireproofing. So that's passed. So therefore the HMO's passed. So then now we can move on. Once we get the certificate from the HMO people to be displayed in the house, we can get on with what is happening with our future, and hopefully it still is happening, which involves leaving the island and going back to the UK. But like I've said before, it's still all up in the air, and we'll bring you news as and when it happens. We're hoping things will progress quite quickly now in the next few weeks. We're hoping to be away by Christmas, but these things are quite difficult. It's a long time since I've been involved buying houses and one thing and another, but we'll see how we go and we'll keep you informed. So that's all for now. Bye for now.